Hello YouTubers, I hope you're enjoying but show today. Today is a tier list. Yes, a tier list for November. Well, we're doing it technically in December. So we got Rogue, tier 2, tier 1 and S tier. So first up is ABC. ABC has not done anything in this format, unfortunately. ABC is still a good deck, don't get me wrong, they did have a bit of potential with the Force and the Photon sort of decks. They did have potential with that, but not loads of potential. Oh. It's a shame, but I like the concept. The concept's good of ABC, but unfortunately not as good as it could have been. Emancipator, I'll count them as Rogue. They haven't done too much. There's no need for Fiber anymore, and no Chaos Dragons. They didn't use Chaos Dragon anyway, so there's no those sort of things anymore. It's just a shame. These things happen. Brave's not seeing much play. They do see play now and then, but that's how it happens. I think this is sort of Shifu tier, so we have to combine these two because we don't really see tier by ourselves. Yep. The best deck in the format. Yep. Yep, but you can mix your Shifu with other decks too, which is good, which is cool. Make it quite unique. There's loads of different concepts with the deck too. The tier Shifu is the best deck. It's in a tier 0 format, which is saying all ghosts are not doing anything. They had that one top of the YCS, but that's really it recently. Black Wings, I thought Black Wings would do a lot more, but they seem to be not. Which is a shame, but hey ho, it happens. Abyssal, Dragon Link, very good, very powerful deck. It's done quite well, Abyssal, but Abyssal in general has always done sort of well. You can mix with loads of decks and stuff, which is quite good. Really, it shows the deck can do a lot. Star Dragon, same issues. Yep, go second, that's fine. Still, the issue now with this format is, even if you using some of the way the sub tiers, they float and then they do their effects from the grave. So even if you get rid of them, they do exactly the same thing. DDs. Not doing very much. Very complicated to play. It's such a shame. It's got so much stuff you're trying to do, but it does so little. This is doing well. The branded Despian Abyssal deck that's doing very well. It's a very strange deck because it's gone down suddenly from 4 grades very quickly. This deck, which is a bit of a shame. Oh, we could put up with Dragon Link. Already talked about it. Dinos haven't done too much, but I think they've got potential always to do well, but it's just somebody hasn't figured out how to make them better this format. Dragon Maid, thought they had potential. This format, really, they always had potential. They're not as good as they used to be. Drytron have really gone down because all the Bestial stuff is here. And same with Outreach, really. Evil Twin Sprite is up here, and where's the other Sprite list? These two have potential to be good. This format, Sprite's always been a good deck, and you can mix with loads of different decks, loads of level 2s, which is good, which is cool. The builds have changed quite recently from different builds, which is good, which is cool. Exus, you can put that there too, because I'll say that's the lower one. It's got Dry Brigade, Sprite, yeah. X-Sisters are still here. Not greatly designed, not very good playing, I think. you still just play D-Shifter and stuff. They're just the anti-mana deck of this format. Same with Thunderies, really. Not the biggest fan of this deck and stuff. Yummy! I thought this deck had potential, but it didn't seem to start very well. I think it would have had potential this format, but it didn't somehow so much. Because the way it played was quite cool and quite unique. Ghostly, I think they'll be a good deck next format. People haven't picked them up yet. I will advise them to pick them up quite soon and stuff, which is cool. We could put up with those. Yep. Heroes are here because people are starting to play Dark Lord again. People are starting to play Dark Lord in other decks because they can do. Yep. I might even consider it in Scarecrow if I could. It's a possibility, you know. Yeah. Nanista's done not very much. I haven't seen anyone playing Nanistas for ages. Even James has gone over not playing the Nanistas sort of strategy, which is a shame. Because I think the deck had big potential. Third Knight's not doing very much at the moment. It's a shame. Another big monsters. But the problem is with a Third Knight at the moment is they're still not consistent enough. Even though you could mix with Tyrants and then mill them out and stuff, that'd be quite funny, but that won't happen. Invoke hasn't done very much, even though Invoke did have a little bit of play in branded Despian decks. One time. He hasn't done too much. Lathrin, same sort of idea really, hasn't done too much. I think Lathrin had potential to be good, and maybe they're waiting for in March when we get, in May when we get, in February when we get the Photon Hypo. Earth Machines, not so good as they were. They're just, then it has such much potential, but it doesn't do very much. So Dull Shades are doing well because they don't need the graveyard, which is a good thing. They can just travel back, which is good. Arena's, I would say that's doing well at the moment. It's sort of a good rogue option at the moment, which is good, which is cool. Mathmax were doing quite well recently, but not so much. Mr. Mime will go down here because no one's not playing Mr. Mime, unfortunately, now. It's been banned, yep, and that's all we need to say. Achira's doing surprisingly very well this sort of format. Yep, it's very good, very powerful and stuff. Which is good, which is cool. Ninjas, not so much. I thought Ninjas will have potential this format. Maybe they'll have potential this format still. No one has on top of them yet. There is always that. Sorry, we'll do it. August is the same problem. You could mix with the tiers, but no one's taking that concept. Pendulum's doing surprisingly well this format. Yeah. Because I don't need the graveyard, which is one of the things. Phantom Knight's not doing so well, so unfortunately we've got to put them here. Yeah, branded prayer plants were good, but not anymore. It's a shame because I thought the deck had potential. Punk itself is alright. They lost a lot of stuff recently, so it's not the same as it used to be. Rika was doing quite well. It was Rudic Synchro, I think this is supposed to be. I haven't seen this deck yet, so I don't know. We've seen Rudic before. Rudic don't really care how they play and stuff. Summoning Great, haven't done very much, but it's still a good deck to my understand. If you build them correctly, you could be a very good deck. Water Control, it's got potential to be good because you can just pop stuff and keep it off the field and stuff. Six Sams haven't done very much. Yep. Sky Striker, not going to be the same route. Mystic Mind. Speed Rise, I thought they would have done a lot more. I am a big Beast Boy Roy fan, so I thought they would have done a lot more, but they haven't yet. Maybe somebody hasn't seen the potential yet with the deck. The Solvay, they had the potential to be good. They were good early in the format, but not so much now. Yeah. Soul got a bit down here recently, not been so much because I thought they would have had potential because there's no dogs in the deck and stuff, and you can make and your lights stay on the field. So Thunder Dragon did top recently in the YCS in top 16, which is good, which is cool, really handy for them, which is good. Makes the deck really powerful. So I think Thunder Dragon's still got potential with the branded and the branded sort of idea with it, with the Despians. I think that's got potential again. Tri-Brigade hasn't done very much by itself. I know there's the Sprite variants doing really well, but that's not the same sort